Took to the street across the United States on Saturday to protest recent action by the President Donald Trump, known as the 50-50-1 50 Protest 50 States One movement. The demonstration were initiated to coincide with the 250th of anniversary of the start of the American Revolutionary War. Also from outside the White House and the Tesla dealership and the center of the many cities, protesters expressed a variety of grievances. Many called for the return of the Kilmar Abrigo Garcia, who was mistakenly deported to the El Salvador. Also, the political protests are becoming more common in the United States, with the hands-off demonstration in the early April drawing the massive crowds as polls suggest Trump's popularity is faltering. Saturday's protest addressed a number of Trump's actions, including those by the Department of Government Efficiency, that is DOGE, also Trump's initiative to cut U.S. government jobs and other spendings, at the administration's unwillingness to bring about the return of the Abrigo Garcia, a citizen of the El Salvador. Gihad El-Gandhi told the CNN he joined the protest at the White House to criticize the deportation of Abrigo Garcia. He believes Trump could easily pressure El Salvador to bring him back. Also, the protests were generally reported as peaceful, although the representative, that is Suhas Subramaniam, also a Democrat, posted a video on the X of a man holding a Trump sign and pushing through a crowd to angrily confront him. Also, many demonstrations carried signs reading "No Kings," a nod to the anniversary of the start of the country's revolution against English rule. During celebration of the anniversary in the Massachusetts that commemorated the battles of Lexington and the Concord and the famous horse ride of the Paul River, people held similar signs. There will also 50-501 demonstration in Boston on Saturday. This is a very perilous time in the American for the liberty. Also, Thomas Basford told the Associated Press while in Boston with his partner, daughter, and 2 grandsons, "I wanted the boys to learn about the origins of this country and that sometimes we have to fight for freedom." The most recent polling from the Gallup suggests 45% of the voters approve of Trump's performance in the first quarter of his term, which is more than 41% who approved during the same period in the first administration. Still, it is lower than the average first quarter rating of 60% for all the president elected between 1952 and 2020. And Trump's popularity appears to be edging down, especially it comes to our economy. Also, when we look at the office in January, his approval rating was 47% according to the Gallup.